I'm gonna try not to glaze that much in this review, but goddamn, this is one of the greatest movies that Kong and Godzilla were in since they were in black and white. Now, it's not a perfect movie. The story felt all over the place. It felt rushed at times. They spoiled almost everything in the trailer. This movie is basically everybody's childhood who grew up playing with action figures, imagination come to life. If you're a fan of the monster movies and you want to see big ass monsters destroy shit, beat the shit out of each other, then this movie is for you. Now, if you're gonna go into it thinking you're gonna get a Godzilla -1, a good story, you might be disappointed. But I'm gonna have to talk about it real quick and glaze it. As Kong fans, this movie was for us. My man Kong finally got his respect. This whole movie was paying homage to Kong and how fucking goated he is as a character. You can officially refer to Kong as King Kong now. I almost cried in theaters. I love Kong so much, he's the GOAT. Now Godzilla on the other hand, he was barely in the film, but when he was in the film, you could feel his aura. I feel like they should have gave Godzilla more screen time. It was mainly focused on Kong. I'll make a separate video on Scarred King, but Scarred King got my respect. I take back everything I said in those other videos. This man had Black Air Force aura all over him. Don't get me wrong, he still got his ass dropped. But Scarred King got my respect. Might be one of my favorite villains in the MonsterVerse. To be real, like I said earlier, it felt rushed. We barely got to see Scarred King in the movie. I want to see how devious this man really was. But the little screen time he did have, he's one of my favorite villains in the MonsterVerse. When it comes to Shimo, she's not what I expected. I thought she was going to be on Demon Time, actually destroying shit, angry as hell. But she's not the villain I expected. She's kind of like an anti-hero. I'm not going to go into spoilers right now, but I thought she caused the Ice Age because she was fucking pissed off. But the way they made it seem like it was an accident. But yeah, Shimo pretty chill. It wasn't her fault. And my boy Diddy Kong is officially one of my favorite characters in the MonsterVerse. And I know he got a real name, but I'm going to refer to him as Diddy Kong. I like this character so much. I honestly want to see a solo film. The way he was terrified of every little thing that happened made me feel bad for him. But like, this is one of my favorite characters. The queen of all monsters, Mothra, made an appearance in the movie. Anyways, the movie is good. Don't go into it thinking you're going to get a Godzilla -1, an actual good story. It's like a 12-year-old had wrote this film, but it's a good ass fucking movie. Just go into the movie looking for a good time. I feel like it should have been executed a lot differently since Shimo caused the Ice Age and Scarred King is the king of Kong's kind. You would think it'd be a lot more serious film. Like, this could be the end of the world if they start going at it. But it was like fast food. They went in there, got the job done, and it's over with. It feel like it should have been Endgame of the MonsterVerse. I didn't want to come off of recency bias. I saw the movie yesterday. I had to let it marinate a little bit because I would have came out of the theaters calling it the greatest movie of the decade. So I let it marinate a little bit. Now that I'm thinking about it, it could have been a lot better than what it was. As a MonsterVerse fan, I'm pleased. I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. I can't wait to see what else they do in the MonsterVerse. Stay tuned because I'm going to drop hella videos on this movie. So, yeah, go to that movie. Comment down below what you think about Godzilla x Kong.